Hi everybody, 7th of July, another day in my daily diaries of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. I'm sat in the car doing this one again like I did the other week because it's very windy out there. Lovely day, but you'd not hear me speak. It's too windy, it'd interfere with the speaker on my phone. So I've just had a nice walk along the front, had my coffee and a lovely walk with the nice sea air coming across. Dropped Angie off this morning. Well, I start from yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a complete write-off. We didn't get out at all because she didn't even get out of bed. I tried at 9:30 in the morning. I give her the tablets at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, and then at 9:30 I went in. I had to change the nightie and took the sheet off. I had two cotton sheets on her, so I took one off because she was really warm again, and then she actually went back to sleep. But then we became very, very restless about 11ish. Went in. Her eyes were awake. Angie, do you want to get up now? No, half an hour. So I thought, well, 12 o'clock. I give her a tablet. Right, Angie, come on, it's time to get up. I tried that approach. No, I'm not getting up. So I can't force her. So even though I tried that as an approach, but again, you see that's how she was. She's always been a strong-minded, strong-willed. She wouldn't do anything if she didn't want to. She's been like that. All the years I've known her. So I just left that. So again, she went back to sleep. Kept watching on my camera, on my phone. Restless, legs were going. But I mean, some people are getting confused when I'm saying legs are restless. They think it's a normal restless legs thing, and it's not. It's really hard to describe. They really, really go. They're up in the air and restless and rolling and side to side as though she's kicking out at somebody, and it's hard to describe, but that's what she was doing a lot of the time yesterday. At 1:30, I caught her trying to get out of bed. Angie, what are you doing? I'm trying to turn over, she said. But yeah, she sat on the end of the bed, both legs dangling down, holding onto the bed rail. So again, so what are you getting up now? No, I want to go turn over, go to sleep. So again, I had to change another nightie again. I just put a big baggy t-shirt on her and put her back in bed. And she went back to sleep fairly quick. And that's how she was all afternoon. I kept going in. I tried both approaches. Right, Angie, it's time to get up, or do you want to get up? No chance, not at all. 4 o'clock tablets came and went. 7:45, I think it was. She was awake, eyes were wide. She just lay on her back, doing the hair twizzling thing, twisting the side of her hair with both hands. Right, and are you getting up? Yeah, you need something to eat and drink. Your tablets are due at 8. It's 1:45 now. No, I'm staying in bed. I said, all right, so I'll come back in at 8 o'clock, give you your tablet. So I did, and she was still awake. So I'll give her the tablet at 8. Are you getting up now, or are you going to get up in half an hour? No, I'll get up in half an hour. All right, so I'll come back again in a bit. And then she turned to me and says, well, I said, right, see you in a bit. She turned her head towards me. She said, don't forget me, will you? And where did that come from? That sort of pulled at my heartstrings. Don't forget me, will you? I said, oh no, will I? Because I'll come back in a bit. Right, don't forget me. So I was getting in and out all night. And then at some point, I just give up. I thought, it's pointless keep going in, asking her, because she ain't getting up. And yet I thought, well, even if she did, 9 o'clock, 9:30, then she's not going to go back to bed. So I then just left her. So when I went to bed at 11, 11ish, I think it was. She was actually fast asleep again. So during the night, she woke me up once during the night. I'm just looking, somebody's just getting in the car outside of me, sorry. She woke me up once during the night with a lot of noises. Legs were going again, so. But then I just got up at my usual time. Knowing we was going to day centre, I thought, well, she's definitely getting up this morning. I'm not giving this a miss. But then when I did, I just give her some toast normally on a Monday morning before she goes to day centre. I don't bother with a mixed breakfast because of the length of time she takes. So, and she'll get some at the day centre, and then she gets a big dinner and sweet as well. Right, Angie, come on, 8 o'clock tablets as you. So I sit her up straight away and put her legs down outside of the bed while I give her tablets and give her water. Again, this is not my normal water, she said. I said, it is, it is. It's in the same drinking bottle out of this. So I don't know why she thinks that or what's that about. I don't know. Obviously, it's part of the dementia thing, I would imagine. And I said, right, come on, let's get you up, get you washed and dressed. Why, where are we going? We're going to the day centre. I want to get back in bed. I said, she didn't say I don't want to go, she said I want to get back in bed. No, I said I want to go back to sleep, that's what she said. So no, you can't, Angie, come on, you've been in bed now since Saturday night, it's Monday morning now. Have I? So I said, yeah, I said, you too much, you have to get up. So I sort of, then, but at that time, I'd made her open her eyes. And her feet were, I'm standing her up. So and then I got her to the toilet and sat on the toilet while I went and sort of tidied the bed up and, freshened the bed up, got her clothes out ready for her. And came back and give her a wash, got her dressed. And I went and sat her down having a toast and a cup of tea. And then when I dropped her off at the day centre and got off and got to my gym, I nearly went home again like I did last week, but I didn't. So I've actually enjoyed the gym this morning. And I went and had my coffee. While I was in the cafe, got chatting to this bloke. It was just like the weather, it's windy, because I sat outside at first at the cafe, but it was too windy, so I went back in. It was only me daft enough to sit outside. So went back in and the bloke sat on this table, just sat at the side of him. It's a bit windy out there and it blah blah blah. Anyway, he just get chatting. He was about 4 or 5 years older than myself. So that'll make him mid-30s now. So yeah, and he was actually from, he was born in Manchester but lived all around, and his family and he actually had a short spell living in the Salford area where I was born. So we just ended up chatting, and he's lived everywhere, but he's lived over here for 34 years. So got chatting about, I said I've only been over a couple of years, blah blah blah, and yeah, so we just had a right good chat. He told me a couple of places you can take the kids, where there's a duck pond, which I didn't know anything about, so it's not too far from where I live, all within Cleveland. So I'm going to have a drive round. I've got to go up to Morrison's and pick some tablets up, some medication for Angie anyway, so it's over that way, so I'm going to go and find that on the way past. So yeah, it was just really enjoyable. I ended up having a laugh and a joke about things, and I thought, I missed that. I didn't know him, he's not a friend or relative or anything, but I miss it. It seems ages ago since I've just had an adult conversation with a male my age, for any length of time. I know I chat with the family and that, but it's not the same, as I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I thought, I don't do this anymore. I can't get out to do this anymore. And this is what I was saying yesterday about there's no conversation at all between me and Angie. I know it's nobody's fault, but to come away and think, yeah, I really enjoyed that half an hour's chat with that stranger. It shows you how it sort of can get in your mind and just messes, you know, it's not just the people who have got the illnesses, the Parkinson's and the dementia. This is just, you know, how it proves it has the knock-on, you know, to the immediate family as well. You know, it's taken Angie's, not taken Angie's life, but taken her, I don't know what's the right word to use, but taken her what she, you know, as she normally was. It's taken that from her, and it's taken it from me, but it's also taking my lifestyle away from me, because I, you know, my life now just consists on, you know, looking after Angie and doing what needs to be done. You know, so in just half an hour's chat with a total stranger, give me a buzz, should we say? Yeah, it's just, but we had some good laughs. You know, it's chatting about stuff as two blokes our age would do. You know, so yeah, he's and he comes along here regular, so I'm expecting to bump into him again next Monday, if not, you know, during the week when I come up. You know, when we'll still come up with Angie and that. So yeah, so obviously she didn't see the calendar yesterday, because obviously she didn't get out of bed. So, but this morning on the way past, right, Angie, can you tell me who these are? Remember, the order is Ainsley, Arlo, herself, and baby Harley. I said, right, who's that one? So I'm pointing at him now, instead of just leaving her to look at a point first. So I pointed at Ainsley. Who's that? Can you tell me who that is, should I say? So she said, Buster. That's one of the other grandsons. That's his nickname. No, can you? No, so that's Ainsley. Oh, right, who's next one? No, that's Arlo, Ainsley's younger brother. So she called him Cade. So Cade is Arlo's uncle. I pointed at herself, she said me, and then I pointed at baby Harley, and she just said, I don't know who that baby is. I said, it's baby Harley. So she just nodded like that, as though it's not Cade. Oh yeah. She just nodded as though, yeah, I could have been saying it's, you know, anybody. So she didn't. So yeah, so that was this morning's calendar. Yeah, on our way, you know, second her through to the dining room for the breakfast. Yeah, so just, yeah, so I'm going to go out now and have I've had my walk, but I'm going to go over to get a medication picked up, have a look where this duck pond is on the way back, and then just go for a walk around the little town centre here, and probably go for a cup of tea or something, and then think about going picking her up again at 3:15. The day just goes so quickly. So quickly. You think, you know, oh, Monday will be day off and that, but all of a sudden you're looking at your watch and thinking, I'm going picking up shortly, because it's now, let me have a look, it's just leaving 1 o'clock now, so I've only got a couple of hours before I pick her up. So yeah, okay, I'm going to get off. So as usual, please press your like button, follow me, share these things with as many people as you can, just to get it out there and get people to understand what caring for people is. You know, I don't do this for any self gratification or any TikTok reasons. I know there's people out there do stuff on TikTok just for, I don't know, to get followers and likes, but I'm not doing it for that. But obviously the more followers and likes I can get, the more it gets out there, and the more it gets out there, the more people will understand, you know, that there's more to caring for people than just, like I've said the other day, you know, not just push them in a wheelchair and give them the medication. There's a lot more to it. You know, there's a lot more to it that's not actually hands-on. A lot more, it affects the carers a lot more than people realise. Right, so again, yeah, that's me done. Like I said, press your like button and follow me, please, and share. Send me comments, and I'll always reply. It might just be a thank you, or, you know, something like that. I'll as best I can, I'll always still reply. And I'll do another one tomorrow. So, as usual, you take care now. Bye.